What's up, everybody? You got a brand new episode of Lure Reviews coming at you right now. Hey guys, before this video starts, please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications of when I upload new videos, as it's the easiest way to support my channel. Thanks guys, enjoy the video. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We have a brand new episode of Lure Reviews for you right now. Say that one 20 times fast. And today we got an absolute banger for you. It's a very popular lure that I love to throw. I've been fishing a ton recently, and so we're going to take a look at it. And it is the Strike King KVD Toad Buzz. It is a buzz bait from Strike King, designed by KVD, Mr. Kevin Van Dam himself. And so we're going to take a look at it and let's talk about it. So, first off, colors and sizes. So I've got my phone right here, just so we can look through them. Typically come in a 3/8 or a 1/2 ounce size, and they come in 5 different colors. This one is in the pearl toad color, but they also come in something like a green pumpkin, with chartreuse belly, with the pearl belly, a blue glimmer, and a black one. I've got a black one up in the tackle box. We just got this one out today, and this is also the 1/2 ounce buzz bait size in the pearl frog colors you guys can see. So yeah, there's not a ton of specs here. It's got nice heavy wire, nice bead up front, nice blade on top, and a nice sharp hook on the back. Nice stout. I think it's a 4/0 sized hook. So, but yeah, you can see there's like a Booyah one up there, but that's not quite the frog one. But so yeah, let's talk positives and negatives, because that's what we always like to do here. Let's start off with the negatives. I can't really think of too much here negative wise. Overall, it's a buzz bait. It's hard to mess it up. It's pretty simple. There's no color through any of the wiring, any of like the jig head or any of the blade. That could add a little flash to it. When you look at something like the Booyah, there's like the extra blade there and some extra beads. That could add some extra sound, extra like vibration. This one also does take a little bit of tuning, which for me is just driving down the road, holding it out of my window for 10 miles at 30, 40 mile an hour, and just letting the blade spin and spin and spin until it's tuned itself in. So it does take a little bit of time to get it working where it's going to squeak real nice the way you want it to, but overall it's really not all that horrible. One other negative for me is I've caught probably 8 or 10 fish on this one so far, and the frog itself is already splitting. It does typically come with one extra frog on the back, which I'm probably going to be putting on fairly soon, because this one is just about toasted up. But overall it's pretty, I kind of feel like for a buzz bait, especially where the fish are really hooking into the getting into the hook instead of the frog itself, you would think maybe this doesn't have to have great action on it, just kind of sits there for size. Maybe a little bit better quality frog. This one looks pretty tore up, as you guys might be able to see. Then there for you, the top's been all tore up by lips and from fighting fish. So, but again, I've caught probably 8 or 10 fish on this frog itself. So not horrible, better than most soft plastics, but for a buzz bait, yeah, I just kind of wish it would last longer. Oh, sitting on a pack of worms by accident. Whoopsies, forgot about those. Had some Zoom gooseberries underneath that are making a surprise entrance, and I was actually just fishing this video. So that's enough negatives. We don't want to be too negative around here. So let's talk positives. First positive for me is going to be price. These are like $4.99 or $5.99 for a buzz bait. Obviously, you can get the $1 buzz baits at Walmart, and I've actually got one down here. So let's pull it out and let's compare them real quick. Just for fun, we will compare these two. When you look at the two, looking at blade size, you're looking at wire size, looking at hook size. There's a significant difference in size of everything and quality. There's this is $1, this is $5 or $6, and this is worth the $5 or $6 all day. It stays up the top better, the blade spins better, it's heavier duty wire. When you're fishing a buzz bait, that fish is going to hit it, you're going to count to 2, and then you're going to just absolutely lay into them. You're going to, as some would say, give them the beans. So yeah, so you want something that's going to be strong, and that when you set that hook, you don't want to be bending out your wire for your buzz bait. You don't want to be bending your hook out. And I have not had an issue with this. I have absolutely laid the hammer on a couple of fish with this thing, couple 3-pounders on this already this year. And yeah, you are setting, You got 50-pound braid on, and you are just freaking laying into them and trying to pull them out of the water. And I've had no issues with this hook bending. It's sharp. It penetrates right through it. It's been really good. So the quality of it's a very good quality, especially at $5 or $6. So a really, really nice sharp hook. I don't know what hook Strike King use because it's just an in-house hook. If they outsource it, I'm not quite sure. But the hook itself is a very nice, sharp hook. The blade's a nice size, not too big, not too small. It spins very well. It's nice and free spinning. As you can see, it really likes to spin. And it doesn't have an issue with getting caught and coming down over the front like some do sometimes on other cheap buzzbaits. Like the beads will come down and get caught. And so I don't have an issue with that. I do kind of wish that the front loop where you tie in would be closed off into an actual loop, because I do like to use snaps when I can. It's just easier, especially when you're using braid. You don't just be cutting and tying braid all the time. And so using a snap on there, if I'm switching between frogs and buzzbaits and poppers and spooks and stuff like that, it'd be nice to be able to use a snap on here. But with this being open, a snap will run down to here, it'll run up to here, it'll get stuck in other spots. And I just don't want to risk that where it has a funny retrieve and does something weird. Because then all you're doing is casting out to reel it back in and reset it. And that can get old. So if this was closed off the little loop up front, instead of being open like that, I'd be a little bit happier. But it doesn't look like many buzzbaits do. I mean, this Booyah one doesn't. And even most spinnerbaits don't do that. Some like the little mini Strike King spinnerbaits do, like the little tiny sized ones do. But yeah, so really, I mean, that's kind of it on positives and negatives. I mean, there's not too much to talk about. It's got a good action. It kind of sits a little off sideways at times, which is fine. It doesn't need to sit perfectly up and down, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's go to what I recommend you buying it. Yeah, so if you like fishing topwater, which who doesn't? It's the most fun way to fish. Big blowups, big fish, big hook sets. Obviously, finesse fishing is fun. It's a good time, but who doesn't love, just cracking a lip and just really having fun? So I would 100% recommend this buzzbait to you guys. It is a fantastic buzzbait. It'll do everything you need to do. It's really well priced. I've not had any issues with quality of it. I haven't had any issues with missing fish on it. The fish, obviously the fish are attacking this one. So when you set that hook, it's a nice sharp hook. It's going to go through. You're going to get the fish. You're not going to pull it out of its mouth. It's going to have good action. It doesn't really get stuck funny. It doesn't seem to have an issue with getting tight around itself, where like the line might get tight around and pulling it back in a weird retrieve. It kind of just does what it's supposed to do. It's really good. It casts very nice. You can bomb cast this thing. I've got probably 60 yards of braid on my combo back here, and I can spool it with no problem on a cast. So this thing flies through super, super well. It's super aerodynamic. And when it hits the water, all it wants to do is stay up top. Sometimes you get buzzbaits where you seem like you're just cranking on that thing. You can't seem to stay up top. This thing just likes to flutter right across the top. So it's really well weighted and well balanced. So would I recommend it? Yes, 100%. You need a buzzbait, go pick this up. They are freaking everywhere, dude. They're at Walmart, they're at Academy, they're at Dick's, they're at Bass Pro Shops, they're at Cabela's, they're at Shields, they're at wherever you shop for fishing gear. They're going to have a Strike King, specifically this one's the KVD one, but a Strike King buzzbait. And they work, dude. They just flat out work. They do what they're supposed to do. They catch fish, and they're a ton of fun to throw. Especially if you just like the chuck and wind, where sometimes it's fun to sit there and try and walk a frog or a spook, but at the same time, sometimes you just want to chuck it and wind it in, and that is what this is for, and it does it perfectly. So yeah, go check this one out. I will leave a link in the description below to where you can buy this. And pick your color, pick your size, and so you guys can take a look at all the specs for it if you would like. But yeah, so that's today's video, guys. That is the newest episode of Lure Reviews. I believe this was episode 23. It was 22 or 23, so the series is definitely growing a ton. I want to thank you guys so much for all of your support with this. We have passed 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome. I'm super hyped about that. We've got a ton of fun stuff coming for you guys soon. It's starting to get warm again. It's starting to get sunny. The fish are biting. You're not sitting outside for 4 hours to catch one fish anymore. You're going out and you're catching fish, and it's a ton of fun. So, ton of cool stuff coming for you guys, so be sure to watch the channel. And to get notified on my most recent stuff, make sure you ring the notification bell for my channel when you subscribe. Please be sure to hit subscribe, as it does help to support my channel and keep me going. We're working towards getting monetized, hopefully at some point in the future, which would be fantastic. So, but yeah, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, ring that notification bell. It is the easiest way to support my channel. It's the easiest way to stay up to date on what I'm doing. You can check out my social media. I am on Instagram. It's Tyler Plackey Hobbies. I don't really do much on there. But if I might start using that, if I can get that one to grow a bit, I might start using that some more. Not quite sure. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment. If you see anything up here on this wall you want me to start fishing and give a review on. I've got a couple more things lined up coming up soon. But I've also got a ton of stuff I'm looking at fishing soon that I'm excited for. I've been getting on sales and I really want to review. So yeah, that is really it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you all next time.